what you have here is a relatively attractive middle-aged black woman. Nice. The haircut suits her, whatnot. But as usual, per my platform, I have to talk about some shit. And what I want to talk about is that a lot of these women, in our ethnic community, are getting their marching orders from these these older women, these bitter old women, older fucked up women and shit. No matter what, they look like on the outside, they're like hags on the inside. They're crones. I don't know how to describe it. It's just angry, nasty women that couldn't keep a man or ran the man off or destroyed the fucking man. More likely the latter. These are women that couldn't keep no relationship or even get no relationship, but women that were bust downs. Women that, you know, were going for low hanging fruit with Pookie, Ray Ray, and Tyrone. You can add Man in there. These are women that they didn't think shit of themselves when they were in their prime and shit. So they made some bad decisions and whatnot. And they hate themselves for making these decisions, and they hate the women that they advise. Why else would they, you know, why else would they teach these women this generational misandry? It's who they are. It's who they are. Now I'm muting what she said. Okay, I'm muting all the shit she said. You can read the little fucking, you can read the subtitles on there or the words or whatever, however the fuck you want to call it. I'm just getting tired of these old ass women that nobody don't want they fucking ass. Okay, now I want to look at this female. You know, it was telling when I got beyond her head and I got to see the rest of her, and she had those big meaty arms with the fucking fupa in the back, elbow fupa and shit. So I was like, oh, okay, it's one of these chicks trying to camouflage herself. She's supposed to be an influencer and a motivational speaker and giving advice, an advice giver or whatever. She has no degree in shit. She's just not an angry person, and she got as much of a fucking degree as I've gotten psychology and shit. Okay. And what she's doing is the same old shit. They repeat this shit ad nauseum, and it's sad because you can't see them break the social engineering of the programming. You really can't see them do that. I don't see many women doing that shit. It's a very very small minority of women that they're not on this bullshit. Okay, and I don't give a fuck. As a person using common sense, I tell you don't even look for that shit. Okay, and suffer no fools, and don't do business with people that spit in your face and shit. Okay, now the women that she's advising and doing shit for, she's doing them a disservice and shit because she needs to go to therapy for many years and sit her fucking ass down and have 10 seats back and shit. The reason I was attracted to this is because I was looking at another video and I saw a clip with her in there, and she was talking trash. She was just running her mouth, talking about how brothers don't give the women no chance and shit, but they give a white woman a chance, and they just don't understand. Like, hey, sometimes you need to look in the fucking mirror. Maybe you suck that bad. Maybe a lot of you guys suck that fucking bad. You're that horrible. You're that insufferable and shit. Okay. You're that fucking entitled, which is incredible considering our history, our ethnic history, a shared ethnic history. Okay, you guys have always been the ones that's, tying the millstones around our neck and shit, if not our ankle, and keeping us down. Okay, and talking trash and shit. You don't breathe life in anyone. You spew negativity 24 hours a day, 365 days in a fucking year. You spew negativity and you talk trash. You don't put any hope out there for nothing and shit. And if you do, it's always conditional. Everything is conditional and transactional and shit. Nobody's looking for a fucking business partner. I don't want to go into business with someone who hates me and excoriates me on a daily basis and doesn't know how to do anything but cavelch and bitch and shit. And then you want everything. You want to be wheelchaired to a big banquet table, and you want a baby bib put around you and a tiara on your fucking head, and you want to be spoon fed cake all day. Now, you can eat your own ass, okay? It's probably a BBL. All right? I get tired of this shit, I get tired of this shit. I was looking at her and I thought she was attractive, and then she started. As soon as I seen her mouth moving, my shit was muted. I said, "Oh, here's another one. Here's another one." Okay, She know how to put her war paint on a little bit better than the other ones, but they're all the same. You get these old, bitter, stinking ass women that no one has the balls. None of the men in their orbit have the balls to tell them to shut the fuck up. Okay? All it takes is someone to have the balls. I want to tell you, I have a late grandfather. You know, I never met him. He died before I was born. But he was legendary. It's legendary ensues to the modern day that when he walked into a room, any bullshit that happened stopped. Okay? That was one of my grandfathers. Any bullshit that happened, or anybody had some kind of stick up their ass, they didn't say shit. It was real fucking quiet in there. Okay? It was real quiet in there. You can make what you wanted at. But a lot of times you have to consider when you're in a relationship with a black woman and shit that they're plotting your downfall or they're thinking about themselves exclusively, and that's tantamount to plotting your downfall. They're not in it to win it with you. They're not gonna, supposedly build nothing with you. All they have to do is do their fucking job and be a woman. That's all they have to do. But they call it slavery and shit. I'm like, okay, cool, bitch. You think cooking and cleaning is slavery? Go work in a fucking hotel. Go work in the housekeeping department of a hotel. Or go work as a seamstress or something. Go work in a kitchen in a restaurant and shit. You know, do all that shit. Y'all see these motherfuckers sitting on their ass in some kind of like office job, or they selling shit to each other, like beauty products and shit. It don't nothing that gives back to the fucking community. And fuck their activism and shit. I can't take it anymore. I'm just tired. I want my reparations every time I see one of these bitter broads and shit. The government and their ops and shit. They did a bang up job and shit. This is a turnkey business. The destruction of the supposed ethnic black community of the United States of America. 3Ks and set. Okay, this is the legacy and shit. And these younger women and their daughters and granddaughters, they ain't gonna stop listening to these nasty ass women. None of them is gonna say, have a seat. Why don't you chill? You're just mad because you couldn't keep a man. You couldn't nurture a man. You couldn't do anything for your son. Your son was born in poverty on his fucking knees, and he didn't even know it because you told him he wasn't shit from the moment he was a fucking baby till he's old, and you try to kick him out, and then he gets his ass shot off. You want to make a quick dime off his death and cry in front of the cameras with Benjamin Crump and shit. I get tired of this shit. And you motherfuckers gonna reap what you sow and shit because dudes are doing that. Brothers is doing this shit you've been doing for generations. Okay, we're just tired of it. And it doesn't matter who we sleep with, what color they are, and shit. Because we're black men, straight black men, whoever we sleep with and have a kid with, that kid is automatically black. Okay? Any kid born to a black man with whoever the partner is a black kid. Alright? You can't ask for race loyalty and be standing there with a bloody dripping knife waiting to stab it into us. Okay, you can't build shit with you because you want all the shit already. Oh, you gotta have this house and you gotta have 6 figures and whatever the fuck else, You gotta have all that 3 6s, 10 6s. I don't give a fuck, sixes. You know, where's the room? I don't want to hear no women talking about building nothing. They don't build shit. What have you built? Everything's been given to you on a tin platter that you think is silver. Maybe you think it's platinum and shit. Because some of you people are ridiculous. There's some ugly ass motherfucking women out there talking like they're Kim Kardashian or something. Sorry, I had to use the non-black woman as an example. But, we all know you guys like to wear their hair. The hair of the women you despise, but, out of jealousy and shit. Why you wear their hair? Why you try to lighten your skin and look like them? Why they trying to look like you so they can get us? All right? I tell brothers, I'm a motivational speaker and shit. I tell motherfuckers don't do nothing make you feel uncomfortable. Think about yourself first, okay? Be selfish to a fault. Don't be afraid to tell somebody the truth. Just stop lying. That's all you have to do if you want to survive this bullshit. Stop lying to them. Tell them when they get on your nerves. Tell them to keep it a buck and get the fuck on. Okay, don't take none of that shit. You hear some chick up under you running her mouth? Tell her to kick rocks. Okay, tell this woman to kick rocks. If you have children with these women and shit, stay on their bumper. Make them regret having that biological golden parachute. Okay? Because you come with it like a monkey's paw. Okay? Be on their bumper. Stay on their bumper. They got your kids. Don't be afraid to call Child Protective Services if you see a bunch of bullshit. Okay? Document everything. Do to them, give them the same amount of interest that they give you when they got their hooks into you biologically. Okay? Through a fucking kid or whatever. If you fucked up. If not, protect your seed. That's why we tell you, because they trying to get a grip. They trying to scam you on so many fucking levels. They're playing 5D chess, and you just see the front. Anyway, I'm done with this rant, and it's gonna be on a few times I don't. This is gonna be one of the few fucking times that I don't put a, receipt at the front and shit. I just couldn't play that. I care about my subscribers, okay, and my viewers. Okay, sometimes you need a break from the shit. So I muted her voice, and rightfully so. Keep your head on a swivel. Protect your bag, and above all else, protect your seed. Okay? Protect your seed. Don't make a fallen woman the steward of your family, your children, and your goddamn future, man. That's your legacy. SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.